Well, hello, everyone. We're coming to you live from an undisclosed location somewhere deep in the heart of American flyover country, North American flyover country, to be exact. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian whistleblower. We may be under the radar, but we are always over the top, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see you here today. Lots of interesting chatter in the chat room. Very nice to see each and every one of you. Thank you for your generous donations. I really do appreciate that. You can see that we're offering some T-shirts through the site here, so feel free to avail yourself of those should you desire. And today, I want to readjust or reassess my evaluation of the diamond-dung ratio, and let's just say specifically. No, let's say, you know what? We need to say specifically the New Testament, which throws off my math. So I'm going to have to refigure my math, but that's okay. We'll we'll do that on the fly because I did work out some math. And ladies and gentlemen, still fighting the cottonwoods. So bear with me, if you will, please, as we do our best to fight through it. Did just get out of the 53-degree lake with the 55-degree air temp, so it's all good. We got to do what we got to do. So what I'm doing is I'm rethinking and readjusting my Bible diamond to dung ratio due to new study, further study. I like to say that I'm going to readjust. And you remember the little story I used to tell about why do I still read the Bible? Why is it still worth it? There's a little story about these people walking through a it's a silly story, but they're walking through a room or a barn, whatever. And there's this little kid in there in a room filled with horse manure, and he's digging through it. He's the happiest kid you've ever seen, digging. And they ask him, "Son, what are you doing?" He says, "Well, with all this dung, there's got to be a pony in here somewhere." And I used to really believe that there, with all of the dung in the diamond in the Bible, it was worth digging because there's probably a pony in there somewhere. I think where I'm coming to today is that there's a lot of ponies other places too, where you don't have to dig through as much dung. That's all I'm saying. And you cannot wish dung into diamond. It just doesn't work. And, you know, Thomas Jefferson talked about the New Testament. He said some of it is great teachings from a great mind. He called those diamonds. He said, but the vast majority of it is like dung. And finding the truth, finding the good stuff from the air is like easy as plucking diamonds from dung. So I used to think it was 80-20. Well, let me just readjust here because we're going to do it just New Testament. And in the New Testament, I believe there's about 310 pages or so, generally speaking. Let's see. In my Dake's annotated New Testament, there are the entirety of the New Testament is 308 pages. The entirety of the New Testament is 308 pages, ladies and gentlemen. And as I think of how much diamond there is in there, and how many pages it would take to contain the amount of diamond in the New Testament, I'm thinking one page would be enough. Let's say one page front and back. Oh, all right. I'll be a little more charitable. Let's say 3 pages. 3 pages would be enough to contain all of the diamond in the New Testament. 3 pages. So if the New Testament has 3 pages of diamond in it, and it's 308 pages long, then the diamond to dung ratio, the diamond is The diamond ratio is 0.00974%. The diamond ratio in the New Testament is 0.00974%. Wow. 0.00974%. That is infinitesimal. That's tiny. And I'm almost at the conclusion now where, for most people, I almost don't recommend that you read the Bible anymore. Why would you? Why would you go through all of it to hope to find 0.001% of it? We'll round up. 0.001% of it, 1,000th of it might be diamond, defined as true words from the message of the Christ. Why would you even bother? Why don't you go look for ponies other places where there's less dung and more pony? And the Bible is so dangerous with some of its doctrine, you wonder, is it worth exposing yourself to the danger to get the little bit of diamond that's in there? Except for this, ladies and gentlemen. So I pretty much, if you're just, unless you're a researcher, unless you're a diligent scholar that wants to teach people and show people and lead people, I would recommend don't even read the Bible anymore. It's not worth it. It's not worth dealing with the dung to get to the few diamonds. It's just not worth it. However, if you are someone that is a leader, a teacher, you might want to think about, and here's another thing I want to think about too. I haven't heard it in a while, but I get these people that say, oh, the Bible stands for basic instructions before leaving Earth. No, it doesn't. You want me to tell you what the Bible stands for? Bible. I wrote it down on my whiteboard of truth. Basic illusions building lasting enslavement. Basic illusions building lasting enslavement. That's what the Bible is. But it does contain some worth in that it is the battle plans of the enemy. Before the Battle of Antietam in Lincoln's War, some of you know it as the Civil War, before the Battle of Antietam in Lincoln's War, some of the Union soldiers came across a lost envelope which contained Robert E. Lee's plans for the Battle of Antietam. They found Robert E. Lee's battle plans for the Battle of Antietam. But they didn't believe him. They didn't act fast enough. And Lee was able to recover and save his army. We have found in the Bible the battle plans of the fear and guilt control matrix. And if we look at them, if we study them, if we understand them, we can defeat the fear and guilt control matrix. So that's really all I had to say here today. 80-20 is way too high. 0.001% of the Bible is truly diamond. The rest of it's dung. And its remaining use to us as a people is to look at it, use it to decipher the battle plans of the enemy, because it lays out, ladies and gentlemen, the plans that they are using to defeat us in no uncertain terms. So I have rethought the Bible. I have readjusted my diamond to dung ratio, and it is 0.001% diamond. The rest, dung. And I'm almost ready to say, unless you're a scholar trying to lead, it's not even worth reading the Bible anymore, unless you want to read and study it diligently as a captured document from enemy territory, elucidating how they plan to take you down. Ladies and gentlemen, it's their playbook, and we found it. That's the only worth that it has. And we should use it for what it's good for, but we should reevaluate, in my opinion, how much time we give to it, how much worth we put in it. And sooner or later, ladies and gentlemen, you get tired of having dung under your fingernails. You get tired of having dung under your fingernails. So there you have it. 20 years, Bible college graduate, 100,000 hours of Bible study. And I've become pretty convinced 0.001% of it's diamond. Thomas Jefferson started us down this path. I think we finished it. I'll be back later on with some more podcast excellence. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you'll guide your own spirit, master your own ascension, and be your own guru. Hope you'll ask questions and continue to question answers. We're the last generation of real humans. And anything we want to be and everything you're meant to be is within your grasp. If you'll just unindoctrinate yourself.